Germany is an economic giant, but it's not known for its mining industry. Yet it's a major player in fueling the country's need for electricity. 50% of Germany's power supply comes from coal, and almost all of it comes from local sources. The German economy is centred around finance. The huge open-cut mines that scour the landscape are gradually being phased out. Though if you head to the southeast, you'll come across expansive lunar landscapes where huge machines continue to scour the Earth.
I guess you're wondering why I'm in a four-wheel drive heading to a mine. So am I. Let's go!
Germans are renowned for their engineering, and the massive machines in the coal fields are a great example. Visiting one of the mines, you could be forgiven for thinking you're walking onto the set of a sci-fi movie.
What's really cool is as you drive around, you can see the big machines, and they're working. It's not like they turn them off when you come through. You're driving through working machinery. It's all connected by a massive conveyor belt, so it makes it one of the biggest machines in the world. It's 45 kilometers long.
The moon landing of the USA was here.
This is, yeah. I just said, this is where they filmed the moon landing. Now the mine's about 8,000 hectares in size, which isn't big when you think there are a lot bigger mines out there, but Germany's quite small physically, so it's a really big amount of space taken up. And what they're mining for is coal, or more probably brown coal. You've got all the sand that goes down about 70 meters, and then under that is a layer of brown coal, which is what they're trying to get out of the ground. And this bit here that we're driving around is all the tailings, or what's left over after they've taken the coal out. It's not every day you get to go through a mine, well, I don't. And I've never been through one where you get to get up close to all the machinery and then have all this fun. This is great.
Now, the trip was meant to be an educational experience. You know, learning about the coal industry and getting a close-up look at the machinery. But being proud of his four-wheel drive, Oliver likes to have a little fun, putting the mine's wasteland to good use. Driving around the man-made dune gives you an appreciation for how much space the mines take up. It was like we were in the middle of a barren, great desert. It might have been a lot of fun, but it did get me thinking. What happens to places like this when the resources are exhausted and the mines move on? But the thoughts were fleeting as I spent most of my time holding on for dear life and bouncing around the car like a marble in a tin can. After an hour of tearing around the dunes, it was time to move on to the next stop and look for some answers as to what becomes of these places when the machines are switched off. Believe it or not, this was once a huge open-cut mine, just like the one I went four-wheel driving through. In an attempt to make use of the land, they are beginning to turn the old mines into recreational areas, complete with clean lakes, bike trails and accommodation. They're also making use of the massive machines that generally get demolished once a mine has been exhausted of its resources. In this case, in Germany's eastern Lichterfeld, there's an awe-inspiring F60, also known as the Fallen Eiffel Tower. This is the largest movable technical industrial machine in the world. Its purpose was simply to remove the soil that lay above the coal seam. It has a cutting height of 60 meters, hence the name F60.
It's a former coal mining machine. It's one of the 5 former greatest working machines. It's a type of excavator for coal mining. You have to know this was one of the greatest coal mining areas in East Germany.
So nothing says more about German ingenuity than a well-built machine, and this is
it's a masterpiece of
really big.
Please come in.
Machine.
We will take the elevator.
Oh, the elevator! Thank goodness. I don't want to walk up the stairs. How's that view?
Spectacular, huh?
Wow. This way? Yep, must be this
Upstairs.
way.
Yeah.
Wow.
This Goliath machine is 80 metres high, 240 metres wide, and over 500 metres long, weighing in at a colossal 13,600 tonnes. As you climb to the top, you can feel the platform swaying in the breeze. It's hard to believe that people would make such an imposing machine simply to remove topsoil. In its short working life from 1991 to 1992, this particular F60 moved around 27 million cubic metres of earth. That's pretty impressive.
So, look, Morgan, this is the highest point we
Wow.
have.
This is awesome.
75 meters.
Look how long it is.
Yeah, 502 meters.
502
And
meters.
east-west direction.
What an amazing view.
Yeah. For this amazing view, around about 65,000 people comes in a year.
Really?
In the season between March and October.
And they walk up here.
Yeah.
I can't believe, what a perfect time of day to come too.
Yeah.
Right on sunset.
This is really very good timing today.
Why is the machine sitting here? Like, why isn't somebody using it still?
And 1990, when the Berlin Wall came down, they decided to close.
Oh, they closed the mine, yeah.
And it was also the end for this machine here. We decided to develop it to tourist attraction, to invite tourists to come here and to look at this. And in 2002, we opened as a visitor mine.
I think it's, you've done it pretty well. It's on a good spot with a great view.
Yeah, we are very lucky with this decision to make this.
It's lovely. Oh, look at this. It is fantastic. Hey, look at that sunset. Thank you for taking me up here. Great machine and great view.
It was a pleasure to have you here.
The F60 is now a sleeping giant, but it's a great monument to Germany's engineering know-how and the perfect place to end the first leg of my journey. Next week, my road trip takes me across the country as I head to Cologne via the automotive city of Wolfsburg. Then I'm going to follow the magnificent Rhine River as it winds its way through stunning wine country. It's a journey into the old part of Germany, where the beer and wine flows like the river that acts as the lifeblood for the region. For more information on this or any other episode of The Travel Bug, log on to thetravelbugtv.com and you can find out where I'm heading to next.